Yeah, I can't think of any cards that I've really left out, maybe other than Sphinx's Revelation, as far as like decent control playables that I can afford anyway. I don't have 3-mana Teferi in this deck, which is definitely incorrect, but and 4-mana Gids. Don't have him either. Well, this hand is what we would call not playable. Mulligan. You know what? Let's do it. We'll keep Island the bottom. Our opponent starts Hallowed Fountain tapped, and it appears we are in a control matchup. So play Temple of Enlightenment, Scry, Temple of Enlightenment to the bottom, pass the turn. Opponent plays a Castle Ardenvale, passes. So we play an island, pass the turn. Our opponent plays an island, now they're going to pass. We draw a Gideon of the Trials. That's fine. Opponent wants to keep doing this? Well, so can we. Play a Plains. We could go for Gideon here. If they have a counterspell, they have a counterspell, and that helps clear the way for Tezzeret. And if we really want him to resolve, we can Mystical Dispute. Alright, he resolves. Emblem Gideon. Pass the turn. Azorius Charm to draw a card. You got it. Well, we're going to use this now, otherwise we will never be able to. Hey, it worked! Unbelievable. Alright, so we animate Gideon. Get in for 4. Our opponent takes it. We play a Prairie Stream and slam Tezzeret. Plus Tezzeret. Nice. This feels like it's going well. I should put like some Pithing Needles in this deck, or Sorceress Spyglass or something. Opponent plays a Plains. We draw a Plains. If this deck is lacking anything, it's extra cards. Exactly what I was thinking, Raylan. You read my mind. Animate Gideon. Go to combat. Attack, attack. Our opponent Gear Hulks for Azorius Charm. Sure. They put Gideon on top of our deck. Yeah, it's a giant. It's a 5-mana Wrath with a giant stapled on it. It's pretty good. So now we... Oh, this? No, it's a construct. Sorry. Play Gideon. Take it up on Torrential Gear Hulk. And play a Tranquil Cove. Gain a life. Pass the turn. Good thing it isn't a Sun Titan. Yeah. Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Well, that is mildly unfortunate. Opponent gonna untap some lands. We draw Commit to Memory. Well, there's a way we can answer Gideon. Or not Gideon, I mean Teferi, excuse me. Well, what do we do? First things first, I think we try and Wrath the... Hey, it worked. So, make a Thopter. Fire up Gideon. Go to combat. Hit Teferi. Are we getting Azorius Charmed again? Nope. Nice. Maybe? Blessed Alliance. Damn. Okay. Well, we lose Gids. Opponent ticks up Teferi. Plays another Castle Ardenvale. Makes a soldier. Untaps some lands. We draw our own Teferi. Well, that's kind of interesting. So we make a Thopter. Go to combat. Attack Teferi. Play Mana Confluence. We're going to pass. If our opponent taps out to make a soldier, we're going to tuck Teferi. Woo! That worked! Feels good. Double attacks Tezzeret. I'm okay with that. Tezzeret can take 2. He's a man. Opponent has another Teferi. An uptick and draw a Teferi. Plays a land tapped. They untap some lands. We draw Supreme Will. Well, that lets us protect our Teferi. We make a Thopter. Go to combat. Attack Teferi, attack Teferi. Play our own Teferi. Take it up. We draw a Farm to Market. Untap, untap. Pass the turn. Opponent gonna make a soldier. Opponent ticks up Teferi. Attacks Tezzeret, attacks Tezzeret, attacks... Yeah, that's fine. Tez goes to 4. Our opponent plays a Field of Ruin. Makes a soldier. Okay, gonna untap some lands. That's fine. We untap, we draw. Our opponent is going to cast out. And Supreme Will does not counter it. But we might be able to find something we can counter with Supreme Will. Or we could just take another Teferi. Yeah, we'll take Teferi. Just in case. Okay. I think that may have been the wrong move, actually, for our opponent. I think they probably should have gotten Tezzeret, because now we can get a free divination every turn. And that feels pretty sweet. So we'll play Aether Hub. Always yield. Go to combat. Hit Teferi to 1. And pass. Okay, opponent goes all out at Tez, so we take one of these humans to farm. Tezzeret goes to 1. Opponent takes up Teferi. Supreme Verdict. Yeah, there's nothing we can do about it. Cycles a Censor. That's good. That actually could have countered Sinister Sabotage. Cool. Opponent wants all their mana. We untap and get a Lyra Dawnbringer. So we make a Thopter, play a Lyra, pass the turn. Okay, opponent cycles a Censor. Did not make any soldiers with Castle Ardenvale. That's okay by me. Okay, opponent's just going to cycle a whole bunch. They play an island. Alright, our opponent has like 100% a settle. Make a Thopter. Play an island. Go to combat. We're going to play into it because we don't mind having extra mana. We're going to make them have it too. Sure. We'll go get an island and a plains. Play Search for Iskanta. We do have Market to go looting later. Okay. Opponent makes a soldier. And passes. They tuck Search for Iskanta when they have a Field of Ruin. Okay, yeah, that's fine, I guess. And they used up Teferi to do it. What are we holding Sabotage for? I don't know, I just haven't seen anything I want to cast it on yet. Like, we have enough giant dumb things in this deck that losing a Lyra is not going to lose us the game. I'll Sinister Sabotage a Teferi. Our opponent digs through time in response. So they will likely find a counterspell of some sort here. Oh, current game is Hearthstone? Oh my goodness. That is incorrect. I'm sorry. Raylan pointed that out and I just didn't get it. I'm so sorry. I'm dense. Okay. That's now remedied. Okay, so our opponent puts that into our library. Third from the top. We untap, draw. It's second from the top. So we farm, draw. Yeah, sure. Oh shoot, we have to search. Ugh, fine. Good Hearthstone? Yeah, that's the kind of Hearthstone Raylan prefers for sure. So we're going to discard Binding and Veto. Play Teferi. Tuck their Teferi. And I guess we'll go digging. We're going to pick up... Tezzeret. Oh, actually, Jace, Architect of Thought, and Tezzeret. Rest of the bottom. We can't play any of them this turn, but Jace nullifies all of their soldiers forever, and Tezzeret is just really good. Alright, opponent starts Opt. Plays Teferi. Detention Sphere. Takes our other Teferi. Okay. Teferi is jumping. He takes their own Teferi. Okay. I guess he didn't know it worked like that. Oh, good. Well, our opponent plays Gideon. You got it. Makes a knight. Alright, we untap. And draw. Declaration in stone. I don't want to give my opponent 7 cards at the moment. So let's Jace minus. Yeah, we'll take the pile of 3 because our opponent clicked through the. Oh, yes. We deserve this. Play Gideon of the Trials. Opponent says they're losing it. We're going to say Gideon can't deal any damage. Then we're going to play Tezzeret. Mega Blocker. And finally, Temple Scry. Realm Cloaked Giant to the bottom. We still have one in Exile Zone that we can cast eventually, when the moment is right. And it hasn't been right these first 14 turns. I'm going to actually switch to the other layout because I feel like things are getting hard to see. That a little better? Okay, we will block. I have to play a little bit faster, or we'll just lose on time. Opponent pluses Gideon. Plains. Thematic Compass. Plus Jace. Animate Gideon. Go to combat. Hit other Gideon. Oh yeah, they can do that. That's fine. We kill a soldier successfully. We're gonna draw a card. Get an Aether Hub. Should have cast that Realm Cloak Giant. Totally forgot about it, even though I was just talking about it. Alright, our opponent kills our Spires of Arad. Sure. Get an island. So our opponent's gonna kill a bunch of our Planeswalkers here. Which is really bad. Opponent opts. Fires up Gideon. So they can kill Jace, or they can kill... No, they can't. They can't kill Jace. Because Jace was plussed. So that human doesn't actually do damage. They're going to kill Gideon. And they're going to hit Jace to 2. Sure. Fine by me. Gideon down. We draw a Settle the Wreckage. So uptick Jace. Uptick Tezzeret. Play Aether Hub. Play Realm Cloaked Giant. Pass the turn. Opponent's going to make a bunch of soldiers. This is game 1, by the way. Okay, opponent emblems Gideon. Everybody at Jace. So we'll settle. Okay. Opponent gets a bunch of lands. Plays a Castle Vantress. Supreme Verdict. Sure. Untap. We draw Teferi. So we... Downtick Jace. We're going to take Gear Hulk. Gear Hulk versus the world. Rest on the bottom, any order. Play Teferi. Tuck Gideon. Megathopter. Pass the turn. Now we have Gear Hulk Dig Through Time. We have Gear Hulk Counterspell. Our opponent only has 1 card. They're going to have a grand total of 2. Okay. They make a 1-1, or a 2-2, excuse me. Opponent thinking real hard about attacking right now. Oh, we might actually get to alt Tezzeret. So flash in Gear Hulk. Target Dig Through Time. Cast Dig Through Time. We'll get another Dig Through Time. And Narset. Rest on the bottom. Chump, or actually just block with our Thick Construct. Fat Caster Mage. Super good. Alright. Now we're going to dig again. We'll get Dovin's Veto and Narset. Dang it, I put the, what do you call it? Stupid commit to memory on the bottom. Otherwise we could have wheeled with Narset out. Bad at this game. And our opponent finishes it off with a Gideon Ally of Zendikar. Makes a knight. We untap. Draw an island. Play an island. Play Narset, Parter of Veils. Play Narset, Transcendent. Uptick. 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 Downtick. Approach. There's a way we can win the game. Uptick. Oh, I should have downticked and approached. I'm playing too fast. I'm so sorry, everybody. Play Jace. Uptick Jace. Oh, yes. We can't cast it. Alright, never mind. Pass the turn. We're just gonna cast double approach next turn. This is the greatest game of Magic I've played in a long, long time. Opponent makes a token. Untaps. Makes a knight. Sure. Does not attack. Cast approach. Cast approach. Oh, he's got a Dovin's veto, that jerk. Alright, fine. Alt Tezzeret. Tick up Narset. Tick up Teferi. Down tick Narset. Take a kill spell, I guess. Uptick. Uptick on our opponent. Hey, there's our approach. Pass the turn. Alright, Tezzeret. Tezzeret gets us a Ugin. I hope he's got a planar cleansing. Oh, this is awesome. We out-controlled control. We are gonna have to win before time, game 2. Opponent digs through time. Time Raveler Teferi. I doubt the opponent even has 20 Planeswalkers in their deck. We actually have, I believe, 30... No, we have 32 Planeswalkers in our deck. Not different Planeswalkers, just Planeswalkers. They tucked Narset. We were going to alt Narset. Come on. I mean, it's fine. We're just going to cast Approach, and it should win the game here. But opponent has a Detention Sphere. They're fighting hard. They Detention Sphere Ugin this time. They still can't draw any cards because Narset is awesome. They fire up Gideon. Attack Teferi. Attack Teferi. Attack Teferi. Everybody hits a fairy. Everybody shrinks. Block. 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 Teferi stays in the game. Untap. Now we're just going to find a counterspell real quick if we can. That is not a counterspell. Play a new Narset. Tick down. Alright, that's technically a counterspell. Approach. You are kidding me! Oh, we couldn't counter it anyway. Okay, what are we doing then? Remove the opposing Teferi first? Kill Time Raveler Teferi. We can't even do that. Because I'm good at this game. Okay. Well, we will just be settling the wreckage. Elspeth. Discard. There. Cool. Oh, right. Dang it. Stop being right. Oh, ticks up, ticks up. Animates Gideon. So they get to kill like 4 Planeswalkers here. And thus begins our fall from grace. Kill Teferi, kill Jace, attack Narset, attack Jace. Sure. They untap some lands, and we draw Cast Out. Tick up on them. Plus Narset. Play Narset. Down take Narset. Take Settle. Cast Out. Teferi. Play Lyra. pass. This deck needs like a singleton time warp of some sort for this exact situation. Detention Sphere Gideon. They make a token. They make a token. How do I win if my deck doesn't play Time Walks? Oh, yeah, that's exactly how I think. So, I mean, like, you know, opponent gets to scry through their whole deck. How can we possibly win from here? We settle the wreckage, and then they get milled out. Because we have an active Jace, and they only have 7 cards left in their deck. Oh, sorry, I missed your message above that because I'm dumb. So tick up. Tick up. Just to cripple the last bit of resistance here. I've always wanted to ult this Narset. It's next game that I'm worried about. There we go. Whew! That was a hell of a game 1. Welcome to the stream, Georgia Monty. Good to have you. So, versus Control. Do we have anything? We got nothing. We could rest in peace, but that hurts us equally. Alright. We got 6 minutes to win it. Let's go. I might ignore the chat just a little bit while I try and actually win this, because this is the most epic game of Magic I've played in a long time. You mean I'll ignore chat as much as I usually do? I don't ignore you guys all the time. Yeah, that's a mulligan. That's a keep. Put back, settle. Okay, opponent opts. Plays a Glacial Fortress. Play an island, pass the turn. Okay, absorb mana available. Cycle Sensor. Play a Plains, pass the turn. They draw a card. It's fine. Monastery Mentor. Well, let's absorb that. Okay, they Mystical Dispute. We will not pay. They get a Monastery Mentor. We untap, we draw a Cleansing Nova. Detention Sphere, Monastery Mentor, which is another card I would be running if I could afford it. It's a fairy. We draw a card. We draw an island. Play Narset. Okay, opponent has Dovin's Veto. That's fine. They gotta find a way to win in 4 minutes. They have about as much of a chance winning as we do. Glacial Fortress. That's good. Pass the turn. They might try and ult to fairy, at which point we may be able to disallow it. Okay, they Field of Ruin a Tranquil Cove. We get an island. They Field of Ruin our Glacial Fortress. We get a Plains. Okay. Pluses to fairy to 7. We draw another Supreme Will. Tuck Detention Sphere, sure. Supreme Will mode 1, or mode 2, I guess. Take Detention Sphere. We draw Supreme Verdict. You're a sight for sore eyes, Supreme Verdict. Oh, it makes a soldier. Makes a Gideon. Ticks up to fairy. Cycles a Censor. Makes a soldier. Hallowed Fountain untapped. Sure, they get in for 1. They untap a couple lands. We get another Supreme Will. I'll play Detention Sphere. Detention Sphere to fairy. Okay, they opt. Okay, they animate Gideon. They attack for 8. I will disallow that. Okay, opponent censors my disallowed, getting there to play an island. Attempt to fumigate. F6. Opponent absorbs it, that's fine. They tick up to fairy, Hero of Dominaria. Animate Gideon. They get in for 8. We go to 7. Untap some lands. Draw Plains. Play a Plains. Destroy all creatures. Alright, then they got us. Alright. That's fine. We're going to game 3. Our opponent only has 50 seconds on the clock, and we have 3 minutes. So let's bring in Lyra in an attempt to win, I guess, a little bit faster. We're going to go down probably this Ugin and a farm to market. Try like this. Alright, I'd love to play first. Yeah, we'll keep. We have a thing that can attack with relatively low mana cost. Port Town tapped. Pass the turn. Island for our opponent. Hollowed Fountain. Anticipate for a land. Get a Tranquil Cove. Rest of the bottom any order. Opponent opts. Does this work like at all? Well, we're beating blue-white control. Game 1 was an amazing, like, 30-turn alt several planeswalkers game. Also, glad to see you, Last God. Welcome back to the stream. Opponent plays a Teferi Time Raveler. Takes him up. Play Treasure Bat. Go ahead and scry. Island at the top. Pass the turn. And the game is over. Finally. After so many years. We won! We beat a legitimate deck with a very illegitimate deck. Oh, I love this. Okay, I'm going to be right back. I need more drink if I'm going to continue this because, good lord.